It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robb Spewak and Mike O'Mara, a new character force that I think you're going to enjoy this for many, many years to come as we present the Southern Bells. Well, how was your Memorial Day weekend? Did you enjoy yourself?
Always, but you know what? There's only one problem.
What's that?
Too short.
Aren't they always? Those
It is.
holidays,
It is.
they just seem to fly by so fast.
How is it that sometimes a 3-day weekend seems somehow shorter than a 2-day weekend?
It's silly, but I felt the same way. I just don't understand that. It almost makes me feel like the regular work week is going to be even more tasking.
I understand. How did you observe?
I did my usual. We had a little BBQ at the homestead, and we had some of the help bring up some lovely spare ribs that were just mouth-watering.
Lovely. Desmond made sausage.
Did he really?
He was up all night grinding.
Oh, Desmond knows his way with spices, doesn't he?
He does. And you know what?
How long has he been in your employ?
Desmond, when did we take him on? I believe it was 1980.
1980? He's been with you ever since?
Yeah, nearly 20 years.
Oh, bless his heart. Oscar, how was your Memorial Day? Did you enjoy it?
It was great.
Thank you.
Did you have anything to drink?
I did. I had a mint julep. Foster presented them just the way he always does.
How long have you been with Foster?
Foster and I, we've been from the 1960s. He raised me.
Nearly 30 years.
He raised me. He raised me from when I was a small boy.
I remember, but you're a girl.
Yes. This is true.
Or is there something you haven't told me?
I'm sorry, I left character for a second.
Just a moment. That's all right.
Yes,
you know
you're
what?
right.
None of us are ourselves today.
I am a Southern Belle, and I think for purpose of this discussion, we should probably give our names out there. My name is Gwendolyn.
My name is Hannibal.
Very nice to
With
see
an
you.
H.
With an H.
Hannibal.
That's right, and you, of course, call me Gwen, and I call you Hanny. Hanny, I love summertime. It just seems to me that I have a new lease on life once the spring flowers have bloomed.
Yes, the summer is here, and you know what? It's in the air. Do you feel it? The excitement among everybody in the town?
I sure do. This town just stands on its head in summer. All sorts of cotillions and balls. It's just lovely.
I'm excited. I'm already preparing for the parade.
How are you preparing for your summer, Oscar?
It's going to be warm today. I turned on the AC.
All right. Well, that's wonderful.
What is AC?
AC is air conditioning. It is something that cool air. You know, you don't have to get the Iceman like when we were small.
My house is it's an older home.
Yes.
And it has, this may shock you, 47 windows. And what we do is in the mornings, we'll open all the windows.
Yes, even when it's humid?
Of course.
You don't have the air conditioner.
No.
No.
That's sort of a northern thing.
Yes, I understand.
And the wind just clears the air. And then once the sun is up, we pull the shades to keep the coolness in.
Do you still put your laundry out on the line?
I do.
That's wonderful. It
Put
smells
out
so fresh.
my petticoats.
But Hanny,
Gwen.
full disclosure.
Of course.
You don't put when's the last time you put your own laundry out on the line? You no longer do that.
Desmond does that.
Desmond does
Desmond
all
does
of
it. Well,
Yes.
he makes it right.
Yes. And of course, Desmond's the only one left now, isn't he?
Yes.
Times are tough with the recessionary times
But
that we live in.
he really is, he does the work of a much younger man.
What are his chores during the course of the day? Exactly what does Desmond do?
Well, he wakes and prepares breakfast,
lunch, and dinner. That's right.
But then there are certain chores that only Desmond can do. Do you ever have anyone iron your bed linens?
Oh, always. I couldn't believe it when I talked to one of my neighbors and I said, "You don't iron your bed linens? Well, how can they be smooth in time for your rest?"
Oscar, do you iron your bed linens?
No.
Thank you, Oscar. Yes, Desmond is absolutely wonderful. And, of course, there used to be all of his family members, and they're no longer with you in your own employ.
Well, some have passed.
Yes.
And some have moved on to other jobs.
Which one was the one that told Father that horrible thing that he told him to go scratch, but he didn't use the word scratch?
That was Meriwether.
Meriwether used a bad word. That
He
was
did.
terrible.
And we invited him to leave.
Yeah, something along the lines of, with the wages you pay me, I should never stayed here even an hour longer.
Exactly. And then he was off down the road. road.
Oh, I wish I was married, though. I'd be so much happier. And summertime makes
How
me
long
think,
have you been single now?
I've been single for 47 years.
And what was you had a husband.
I had a husband.
Tell us about him.
He committed suicide. You know I don't like to talk about that.
What method did he use?
Well, the story goes...
Just between you and I, Gwen.
From his, Hattie, from his family, from his family is that he was cleaning his prize shotguns that he uses for duck hunting.
Was he cleaning it with his mouth?
Well, what he cleaned was a hole clear through his chest.
Oh, that's not anything that we want to talk about.
Yes, and then the pesky government officials said it was a suicide. We always knew that was a lie.
I don't trust the government.
I don't trust the government either.
I learned that from Daddy.
Nothing good can come of the government, that is for sure. How do you feel about that, Oscar?
Love it or leave it.
Thank you.
You know what else Desmond does?
Yes?
He always lays out a full cocktail hour at about 5:15.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you take your martinis dry?
I take a Gibson.
A Gibson martini. You know, gin seems to be the liquor that's gone out of style. My daddy used to refer to it as fighting liquor.
Your father made gin, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He made gin in the bathtub, yes, during the 1930s and 40s.
I remember tasting it.
He would take tiny little Burberry bushes and he would soak them overnight in water.
Did you mean perhaps juniper?
Juniper, I'm sorry.
Burberry is the clothes you're wearing.
My scarf.
Yes, I see it now.
Thank you for noticing. I'm wearing a Burberry wool scarf on a day where it's going to be 90 degrees.
Well, you'll take it off by time of 2 o'clock.
Oh, vanity. Vanity, you are a terrible friend. I have such vanity. That's why I wear this wool scarf around my neck, so nobody can see the rooster crow, don't you know?
Oscar, do you ever change your clothes when the sun is high in the sky?
We all get old.
Thank you. It's so nice to be with you on this Tuesday and to start the work week. Of course, you and I, the last time we did a full day's work was probably never, wasn't it, Annie?
Well, Father took care of all of us.
And still does, fortunately.
So many people have more focus on work and toil than us. Like,
yes.
You know, we've made reference to our friend Oscar. He's going back to school.
Oh, really? Well, I just think when a man can better himself, that's just absolutely incredible.
I agree.
Thank you. Why are you looking at me with that quizzical expression? We're the Southern Belles. This is Hanny.
Hi.
And I'm Gwen. Or is it Gwen and Hanny?
You're Gwen.
I'm Hanny?
No, I'm Hannah.
You're Hannah?
Hannibal.
You're Hannibal. And what was my name again?
Gwendolyn.
All right, I'm tired of this bit now. Start the goddamn show. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes,
can
I want to stop.
Can I pour you a drink?
I've got a person that can end it for us. Oscar, you any final words on the Southern Belles?
You guys.
Thank you.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.